got cancelled, boys. I got cancelled, okay. I said that the water, okay, the fluids weren't water. I was going to say they were fluids from bodily fluids, alright. The water from the woman's and the man's, and it flowed through here. But then my device overheated. I apparently turned it on. I turned my device on. Just how they used to play with devices in the whorehouse. And this, right, is where the water flowed. That's where the slaves were. That's where the slaves, they kept the slaves in there. They kept them in there because they deserve it and they wanted to be there. Remember, boys, remember what Kanye said? Kanye said, slavery is a choice. He said, I don't know, it sounds like a choice to me. Yeah. So remember, boys, were there slaves under there? Yes. But remember what Kanye said. Slavery was a choice. So, they wanted it. They wanted it to be that way. Anyways, boys, my phone overheated, so I uncovered it. I undressed it. Alright? I undressed it. And if the connection goes, I'm sorry, I'll try to turn it on again. Look at that. Boom. That's an ancient wall. That's to stop the bad spirits from coming in. Oh, and I'm sitting on an ancient chair. 3,000-year-old chair. Very nice and sturdy. Because my legs are killing me. Jesus Christ. Okay, boys, let's play a guessing game. I spy with my little eye. Let's see. Something that starts with an F. What is it? What is it, chat? What did I spy with my little eye? Do you want to know? Do you not know? A fucking oh my god, I'm way too base for Twitch. I'm kidding, that's a joke. Listen, I spy with my little eye something that starts with a T. A two-footed animal? No. A tree? No. A tourniquet? Why would I guess that? A temple, boys. I see a temple. That's a temple of something. That's a temple. I spy with my little eye something that starts with an A. An arch, you Dumbo, of course, it's right there. Look at that. That arch has stayed there for like 2,000 fucking years. What the fuck, bro? Why didn't God made us? You know, this is why, you know, listen. You know how men like the arch, alright, on a woman? Because it tells you the stability, alright, of her mind. It tells you if her back is stable, her mind is unstable, right? And let's be honest, boys, crazy chicks are the best things. So look for a girl that can do an arch like that, alright? That's what you must find in life. A girl that can arch like that, alright? And that relationship will last long, just like that arch. Now, it won't last long because she's not toxic and you fit together, but because you fit together, you know what I mean? Yeah. That arch is the arch that the type of girl does. I can't even speak, dude. Oh my god, my mind. Listen. That arch, alright, is created by the type of women who you shouldn't bang, but you will bang. And who will do stupid shit and you'll forgive them. Because, I mean, look at that arch, bro. And of course the ass comes with the arch. Of course. But listen, boys, you must let them go. You must let them go. Be free, little birdie. Fly away. Now, why did I make my phone fly away? I don't know. Oh my lord, bro, my legs. Alright, let's see more ancient ruins. Enough of ruining my stream. That plain word. Oh, I'm too good. And to my left you see a pillar. But you know what? That's a weird pillar. Because it's constructed with, like, that's cement. I think that's Roman cement. Because it's different to that one. Right? This one is brick. That's brick. And that's just cement and rock. Oh wow, that's a school? Unbelievable. They've got a school right next to the ruins. How? Bro, this village is like 2,000 people. That's what they told us. There's 2,000 people that live in this village. 2,000 to 3,000. And it's got a little school for all the children. What happens if you get kicked out of that school? What happens if you get bullied and you beat the shit out of your bully? I guess they take you up there into the castle and you must fight them to the death. And then whichever kid comes back is the one that gets accepted. See, that's how it should be. Just let me fight the bullies. Don't tell me, oh my god, just ignore them. Oh my god, just ignore them. No, you throw the bully in the hole. You throw the bully in the hole and then you seal it. And then 2,000 years later, they're going to find the bully's body with spider webs. What's up, Levi? Levi, look, there's a school over there. I'm talking about what I would do to the bully. Because look, that's the only school, right? And there's 2,000 people in this village. 2,000 to 3,000. If you get kicked out of that school, what happens? I think you get sent to that castle. I think you get sent to that castle with your bully. And then you have a fight to the death. And then you place your bully's corpse in the well and then you seal it. And 2,000 years from now, they're going to find your bully's body and they're going to think, oh my god, he was sacrificed or whatever. But he wasn't sacrificed. He sacrificed himself when he bullied the Don. That's what happens, bro, when you bully me. You die. Also, what's up, Levi? How's it going, buddy? We're in the ruins. Levi, you know how streamers, right? Streamers said you gotta check the toilet paper roll, and if it fits the toilet paper roll, right, or if it don't fit. The ancient Greeks, that was their toilet paper roll test. You better quit your job, beast. Tell them, pay me more, bitch, or I'm out. Look, they used to stick their dick in there, alright? And if it didn't fit the hole, they had a big dick. If it fit, sorry bro, you're gay now. You get fucked now. That's how it was. That's how it was. It's actual real ancient history. Good. Listen, but you need money, bro. How else are you gonna subscribe to the best fucking streamer? Who else is bringing you fake history like MiniDonbeE? Nobody. This is where the town got together and they did grills, right? They just, this was the cookout, okay? But instead of being black for the cookout, if you weren't Roman, you weren't invited to the cookout. In fact, they cooked you, right? They cooked you. Mamka mega. So yeah, many human sacrifices were made there. Many. And that's what happens, boys. Hey, it is what it is, bro. All ancient cultures practice cannibalism. They're gonna tell you the Romans didn't, but hey, the Romans banged each other, alright? That's basically cannibalism, alright? This is AkroCorinth. This is in Corinth. Or Corinthia. Or Corinths. Or whatever. But this is AkroCorinth. This was a city. Right? Boom. Hold on, boys. I'm gonna show you the bad kid house, bro. The bad boy. See, if you were a bad little boy, they put you in there. They locked you in there with a bunch of men and women that looked like men. I guess 2023 they would be that's why they're mad. But they put you in there and they beat you until you became a good little boy. That's what happens, alright? That's what the story of Hansel and Gretel, it comes from that house. Fake history. Don't listen to anybody else, boys. They lie.
That was crazy.
They lie. Oh, look at the tubes. So these were the trenches in World War II. Right. That's where they kept the horses. Gollum used to live in there. Gollum used to live in one of those spots. You know, it is what it is, bro. When you're Gollum, you don't got a place to choose. You know, and the Hunchback of Notre Dame, he lived next to him. It's real. Oh, you live there? Hi, Levi. There you go. I just said hi. Oh no, Levi, this is where you live, bro. Look, that's where you belong, deep in the dungeon. And that place. Listen, that place is the smokehouse. That's where the ancient Aztecs made sacahuil. Right there. Yeah, people don't know that, bro. People think that the Aztecs just lived in Mexico, but we expanded, bro. And that's why they created sacahuil and tamales. They would bury the bad children from there that didn't, you know, behave good. And they would put them in there and they would cook them. And then they ate them. And it's called sacahuil. Yep. It's real, by the way. That's that hole that you see there. That's the inspiration for Dunkel's room. They used to stick their dick in there, right? And then somebody on the other side would suck it. or touch it. It was always a man. Right, never a woman. But that was the inspiration. Right? I don't know what it's called. What's it called? Oh yeah, glory hole. That's what it is. That's the glory hole. And he's looking for the glory hole. Oh my god, bro, I just eviscerated him. No, they didn't have huge dicks. It was so they could wiggle it around like this, right? Because they like to tease. They like to tease the mouth on the other side. No, no, no. Ooh, ooh, no, no, no. That's what they did, right? They were playful. They were playful. That's what happened. They would say no, no, no with the dick, right? So that's the hole that goes into Mordor, right? When the Fellowship of the Ring came, they went into that hole, and then they Mount Doom is over that, and that's where the volcano is, where they dropped the hole, right? But they had to go in through that hole. Right? Yeah. Makes sense. And this was just a workshop, alright? This was a workshop. That's what it was. This is where they gave, the yoga classes, like the hot yoga, the spinning, all the classes the girls take when they're like really fat, and only like one or two girls are extremely hot, right? So that's what they did here. This was the workshop for the girls with the fat asses, because there's a lot of Greek girls with fat asses. Remind me a lot of Latinas, right? So that's where the ancient Roman girls got fat asses with the spinning and the cross box or whatever the fuck, where they did CrossFit and boxing, and they go a 1, a 2, a 3, and they put the Eric Prydz music, and the I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. I'm not down bad. Oh. I'm down horrendous. And this, right, this was an ancient crop circle. Goes all around, ancient crop circle. The aliens came here. And they landed. And that's where the vessel locked in, right? Like, right? The vessel had a female part, and that's the male part, and it goes, and then it slurped all the sheol out of the ground, and then they could fly. So yeah, this is what this was. What's up, chocolate? I hope you're enjoying my history lesson. Boys, if the connection goes down, bear with me, alright? I'll come back. It was getting heated, and then I uncovered the phone. I unleashed its full potential. It's naked, but it's not afraid. So that's an exit, right? For when the invaders come in, they can run away like women and children and hide over there. And it's simple for them to do because the Romans were small people, so they're basically like women and children. And they also, they banged women and children. So, shum, shum. And remember, you are what you consume, and they consumed women and children, so they would just all run away. Yum, yum, yum. Have a nice day, Levi. That's an ancient Mayan calendar right here. That who predicted the world's end at 2012, right there. But they stole it. It was stolen. It was there. Hang on. I'm teaching them history. Not her story. That white part, alright? That what white part? Listen, All I'm gonna say is, I wonder why there's no Blackstone, huh? I wonder why. Racism. That's why. That was a nuclear bunker. That was a nuclear bunker, alright? Do you see that? That was that was meant to withstand the Nazi bombs. Alright? So that's where all the Greek hid. Yeah. No es verdad, mamá. Ma, no es verdad, estoy jugando.
Ay, ¿cómo es?
My mom believed it, bro. My mom believed my bullshit, bro. What the fuck? My mom's retarded. Oh my fucking god, bro. What the fuck? That's where the birds drank water. Right there. They drank a lot of water in there. Hiya, ma.
Hiya guys, how are you?
They're good, they're good.
Hi.
Bro, my mom, hey guys, is every time I look at her, hey guys.
Hi guys, love you.
Every single time.
I have to.
So yeah, those are, racist symbols. Racist symbolism. That signifies white only. Rome is white only. That's what that symbolizes, bro. It's just horrendous. Horrendous. In fact, there's a black man I'm about to pull up. See what's going on. Let me get some representation. Hold on. Oh look! That was the black part of Rome, bro. That was the back of the bus, look. This is the back of the bus. Oh no, I was wrong, bro. This is where they would watch movies. So they would project movies into this and they would watch movies here together. They would watch movies here together, as a whole city. The whole city fit here. There were small people and they watched movies. Look. There was a projector. Look. It projected. Boom. Right? This is like 3D technology. Do you guys remember the Tupac concert? It's like that. Remember the Tupac concert when he was dead? It's 3D technology. Bro, that guy's looking at me smiling. And those are alien eggs. Ancient alien eggs. Oh wow, look at that. That's probably how it used to look. Right? That's how it used to look when the aliens kept visiting us, but they stopped visiting us. You can't find this rock on Earth. You can't find this rock on Earth? Yeah. So they would plant their ancient eggs here because they needed the power of the white to roast the eggs, and that's how they hatched. Look, do you see this? Do you see this? Look, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5 nights of the apocalypse, bro. Fatigue, famine, illness or sickness, women, and your wife's mother. 5 apocalypse nights or whatever, riders. That's what it is. was the train station, right? Ancient train station. That's where the train would go. But it was hyperspeed train because it was alien, right? Alien technology, so it would and then right. They had several centrals in Latin America, Egypt, many places. That's what that is. But like I said, they don't visit us anymore. And I use that as a level. That was a level. So they used to grab that like this and put it, right? And that was a level. Who's that quack? Pues yo creo que si les dices que está viejita, te dejan. Yeah, the exit's that way, boys. So we're not going to go into the exit. So we're going to go back. We're moonwalking. We're moonwalking. Yeah, I saw all of that. We saw all of that. No idea. Anfiteatro no se llama. What's up, man? Tendré que hacer una cosa que se está bajando para que sea el anfiteatro.
Por allá lo vi, pero yo creo que está muy destruido.
No vi un anfiteatro. Chance. I didn't see an amphitheater, bro. That white guy over there, he heard me say stupid shit and he's laughing with his wife. Hey, listen, I entertain even 90-year-olds close to death. It is what it is. It's what I do. Yeah, that's Mama B, bro. That's MiniDonbeE. Yeah. My mom heard there's an amphitheater.
Where's the parking area?
Outside
the museum.
Oh.
It's 20 meters, 50 meters down.
Okay, perfect.
It's free to
Perfect. El anfiteatro está a 50 metros afuera, ma.
Ya.
Thank you so much. Yeah, see, boys, you're always gonna be nice. Always gonna be nice. Listen, she wanted the Instagram. She wanted the Instagram, but she was working, We can't distract her working mood. Now, let's see, boys. We're gonna go into the ancient train station. Remember, this is where the aliens would come in and land. My brother's over there. Alright, so pretend you're an alien ship. Yeah, it makes sense, bro. It's the perfect size. The perfect size for an alien ship. Yep. And it gets powered up by that. Right? That's us ancient sun capture. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was 12 in total, right? For the 12 months in the year. And each one depleted in energy. Per month, right? They visited 12 times a month. 12 times a year. And look, it makes sense because the sun is very bright. And yeah, it shined upon it. I'm not just outside, bro. I'm uncovering ancient Sith relics. This isn't Mexico, bro. This is Greece. Do you not see the hashtag? My God, my viewers can't read. Hey, listen, if you can't read, go into the purple button. The nice funky purple button. On the bottom, it says subscribe or something like that. Click it. Click it. Click the funky purple button. Just click it, bro. Trust me. Don't read anything. Just click. And while you're at it, do you know how to read numbers? Maybe you could read the funky. I'm not covering the mic. It's just. I'm not covering the mic. I know it's screechy, bro. I didn't bring the fucking microphone that I was supposed to plug in, okay? And I feel terrible for it. I feel terrible for it, bro. I forgot it. I fucking forgot, bro. I forgot. Yeah, let me show you with the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds take their children up into that school, right? That's where the Rothschilds take them.